You don't have to be a Nobel Prize-winning economist to know something is going on with the American economy. We see it everywhere. Millions of open jobs remain unfilled. Shelves at grocery stores and parking lots of car dealerships are sparse. And prices for the things we rely on every day are going up at a pace not seen in 3 decades. So what is driving all of this? And how long will it last? NBC News senior business correspondent Stephanie Ruhle has our Sunday focus.
Pain at the pump.
Gas prices are bananas.
In the checkout line. And your favorite restaurants.
Everything's more expensive. Everything across the board.
In October, the Consumer Price Index jumping 6.2%, the largest annual increase in more than 30 years. Holiday shoppers seeing it as they cross names off their gift list. Lots of promotions, but not necessarily bigger discounts. And it's costing more to travel, with airfares up 23% this Thanksgiving compared to last year, when the pandemic kept people home. But even with the increase, prices today are less than they were pre-pandemic. And if you are hitting the road this holiday season, expect to pay a lot more. Gasoline prices are 60% higher than a year ago. But staying home will likely cost more too. This winter, rising fuel prices mean you could spend up to $500 more to heat your home. With the economy roaring back after the pandemic, higher prices are not a surprise.
It's not atypical to see inflation pop temporarily coming out of a downturn. And what surprised me most was how broad-based the price increases are.
A concern echoed by the White House.
Even though wages are going up, we still face challenges and we have to tackle them. We have to tackle them head on.
At the center of this surge in inflation, supply chain shortages.
The root cause of the inflation is the pandemic, particularly the Delta wave of the pandemic. It did a lot of damage to our economy, but it disrupted economies across the globe.
The shuttered economy meant millions out of work, laid off, or fearful of going to a job and being exposed. When the recovery started, many didn't return to their previous jobs, compounding problems that already existed pre-pandemic. The shift to online shopping left warehouses struggling to find enough employees. Low-paying, challenging work in meatpacking and trucking have left those industries short-staffed too, and ultimately shortages on the shelves. Employers are now offering thousands of dollars in signing bonuses and paying higher wages, which pushes prices even higher. Yet despite sticker shock of $20 hamburgers and $3.42 a gallon at the pump, consumer demand remains strong, and spending this holiday season is expected to set a new record.
We've come a long way back from the dark days when the pandemic hit back in early 2020. We still got a ways to go.
And Stephanie joins me now live. Steph, it's great to see you. As you say, inflation's over 6%, numbers we haven't seen in more than 30 years. So how much higher can these prices go, and when do you see them coming down?
Well, listen, Willie, nobody knows exactly when they're going down, but you have to put all this in perspective. This inflation is not in isolation, and the government predicted it was going to be a challenging recovery all tied to COVID. So it's why you see things like that expanded child tax credit. You've got the families of over 60 million kids on average getting $430 a month. For people on fixed incomes, older people on Social Security, they're getting those fixed payments adjusted next year up 5.9% for inflation. And the dirty little secret here, Willie, while nobody likes to pay more, on average, we have the money to do so. Household savings hit a record high over the pandemic. We didn't really have anywhere to go out and spend. And as we said a moment ago, we're expecting retail sales this holiday season to break records. For those who own their homes, the value of our homes are up. And while the stock market isn't the economy, you got over half of American households with some investment in the markets, and the markets have hit record highs. So we need to put all of this in perspective. This time last year, when you and I were talking, Willie, nobody had a vaccine. Now 200 million Americans do, and we're seeing this push of demand, and that's pushing up pricing.
That's a good look at it. In the meantime, it is brutal filling up your tank of gas. Steph, last Sunday, you were jumping into my arms at mile 17 of the New York City Marathon. This Sunday, you're talking inflation. You really can do it all. Steph, thanks so much. I have a strong suspicion, by the way, we'll be seeing you again in the highs and lows of the week. Thanks, Steph.
Hey, thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Find your favorite recipes, celebrity interviews, uplifting stories, shop our favorite deals, and so much more with the Today app. Download it now.